Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about niching down and why it's so important to the growth of your YouTube channel. Let's get straight into it. So first of all, have you ever noticed when you Google something like a holiday, like a trip to Thailand, or you're looking to buy a new car and you search like BMWs, whatever it might be, and then later on that day, maybe later on that week, you start finding all the adverts on any web page you're on, any app you're on, basically start turning into adverts for that BMW, that Thailand trip. YouTube runs in the same kind of way. So I'm going to explain this to you now. Let's say you've got Dave and Steve who work at a car garage. They work 9 to 5, they finish at 5, they drive home, they're at home by 6, they're watching YouTube, and they always like searching for car videos. So Dave likes 5-10 minute videos on cars and Steve likes 15-20 minute videos on cars. But usually they're both sat down and watching at 6 o'clock most nights, during the week. Now, without even thinking about it, they're getting suggested videos and videos on their homepage from their subscribed channels that they subscribe to. They're also getting videos from channels that they've never even viewed before, videos that they've never even looked at before from those channels. But the thing is although they both search for car videos or the same topics, they might be the same thing, because they have different view links, they're actually getting different videos suggested to them, even though they're both interested in the same topic, which is strange. So why is that? And you're probably thinking at this point, Paul, what has this got to do with me niching down and the growth of my channel? I'm going to tell you right now. So the fundamental thing that you've got to remember is that YouTube is actually a business. Yeah, we all see it as like videos that we can watch when we've got some spare time, some entertainment, some how-to guides, some fashion videos, whatever it might be. But YouTube is a business, and it's a very big business that makes a lot of money. As a business, YouTube wants to keep their viewers engaged, watching videos for as long as they possibly can. And the reason for this is every single year, big organizations, small organizations, medium-sized organizations, they give YouTube humongous amounts of money to advertise on the platform. Now this, my friends, is where your channel comes into play. If you look at this from a business perspective, what I'm about to tell you next will click. So the purpose of your niche is to find a returning audience that's invested in your channel. The reason for this is these people are invested in the same topic that your channel is providing. And if these people like the content that your channel is providing and the videos that you are providing, they're going to be watching your videos for longer, which means a longer watch rate. And these people will then go on to watch not only that one video that they found, but they will then go on to watch another video and another video and another video of yours. Most likely like those videos, most likely subscribe to your channel, and will then become invested in your channel and will start watching more of you because they start buying into you. Watch time is one of the most important factors on YouTube. Watch time is basically how long someone will actually watch each individual video. There's a graph like this one here. It shows basically how long people are actually watching your video for. The longer and the higher percentage that people are watching your video for, the higher YouTube will rank your video because it deems it as better quality than other videos. If you have a niche, and YouTube will rank that against other videos of the same topic in the same niche. Now, if people are watching your video for longer than someone else's, then it will determine that your video is of better quality than the other person's, your competition in that niche, and will then promote your video to more people. So this means at the very start, I mean, you can start this whenever, it doesn't have to be the very start, but I would advise doing it as quickly as possible if you are putting out different topics and different niches and things like that. If you're finding that your videos aren't growing as fast as other people's, that is probably the reason why, because YouTube's confused as to what you are, what you're doing on the channel. It doesn't know where to place your videos, it doesn't know where to put the potential ads once you grow. Finding a solid niche at the very beginning, or as quickly as you possibly can, getting that initial audience into watching your videos, starting to follow you, liking you and the content that you provide, getting a bit of a community behind you. These people will start watching your videos for longer, which will deem your video to be more valuable than potentially other people's, as long as your content is solid, as long as your script is good, as long as you're actually providing valuable information that these people will enjoy, whether that be entertainment. If they're entertained, they'll watch the video. If you're doing a how-to guide and you're explaining it well, people are going to follow you. you. The more you do this, the more you'll snowball, the more your audience retention rate will go, the more YouTube will then put your video out onto people's home pages, suggested videos, browse views. Niching down and just providing YouTube with a predictable format will then provide YouTube with an easier solution to finding various different viewers for your particular videos, getting you an audience. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of comments where people are like, YouTube's unfair, it only just selects this person and that person and this person and that person. But if you work with YouTube and understand how the algorithm works, you will grow faster. This information is coming from YouTube insiders, so people that work from YouTube, really big YouTubers that are really successful, and also articles that I've read. So there's a lot of key information in here. Make a good thumbnail. I'm working on my thumbnails at the moment in time as well. Make a good thumbnail, make a good title, have a good description, advertise yourself well. So when YouTube does put your videos out on browse and things like that, impressions are quite important because YouTube will track the amount of impressions you've had. So they will advertise your video for you. They will put it on people's channels. They'll suggest it on the end of people's videos. They'll put it on the browse function on the right hand side if you're on your laptop. And if people do click on that video, it tracks that as well. It will track how many times it's advertised, like here, which is what we call impressions, and then it will follow the click-through rate, so how many people have clicked on that video from that impression. So honestly, having good thumbnails and things are really important because you really want people to click on that, because YouTube do track that. And make really good content as well, so that people do watch your content for longer. So YouTube will promote your video for longer. And as the success of your video grows, you will then find that YouTube is sending out more and more impressions for your video, and your watch time, as long as it kind of stays the same and keeps going the same way, then YouTube will keep on sending out more and more impressions. And this is where videos go from 50 views to 100 views to 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, so on and so forth. And this is the art of blowing up on YouTube. And this is a really successful way of actually being able to do this, actually being able to get a bigger YouTube account and growing. Once you get big, once you get monetized, so once you get to that first real milestone on YouTube of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, when you become monetized and have adverts on your own videos as well, YouTube will then take your niche, understand who you are. So this is why you want to be really predictable, because YouTube will understand who you are, where your audience is, put your videos in front of people that are looking for the same sort of topics and the same sort of watch times and the same age range that you're putting your videos out to, and will then take that information from the viewers, because they've got that information on the viewers as well. They know what videos they're watching, they know what time they're watching videos, they know how long those videos are they're watching, they know on Wednesdays I might search for car videos, on Fridays I might search for entertaining videos. So they'll find that audience for you, and they will put that video in front of the audience that's relevant to you, and then they will go out and find the companies that have advertised. So for the particular topic, if you're talking about fashion, they might advertise for like Boohoo or something. If you're doing videos on cars, they might put a BMW advert on. For videos like mine, because I'm talking about YouTube, they might put videos up for like video editors or like camera gear, things like that. So YouTube really works for you if you also work for YouTube. So if you're making yourself predictable, if you're making your channel as easy as possible for the algorithm to follow, YouTube will make your channel a success. Just keep working on your thumbnails, keep working on your titles, keep working on your description, and keep working on providing really good content. So find a niche and stick to it. I've also heard that sharing your videos on like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever it might be, can damage your videos because of that particular reason, because you're sending your videos out to potentially audiences that aren't actually interested in your channel. So for example, I'm going to show you a screenshot right now of some of the analytics on one of my videos where YouTube has gone out and found the correct audience for me. So on people's browse pages, channel pages, suggested videos, and the watch time for that. And then have a look at the watch time for the ones that I've sent out on Facebook, where my audience isn't necessarily as interested about YouTube and kind of just want to watch it to see how I'm doing. Have a look at the watch time difference there. And as I say, watch time is one of the most key factors. So as of this time, I'm not going to be sharing out my videos on Facebook anymore. So if anyone does want to watch my YouTube journey and is interested, please obviously subscribe to the channel so you will be notified. Other than that, I'm just going to be sticking to YouTube now. So my views are going to go down. Unfortunately, that's something I have to deal with, but it's only a vanity measure anyway. So from now on, I'm just going to be sticking to uploading my videos to YouTube and not advertising them on Facebook or anything like that. So this is why niching down is so important. Stick to your niche, grow your channel, focus on your content, making sure it's nice and valuable to your audience, get a good audience, get a good community going, and allow YouTube to do everything for you. I hope you found some really good value in this video. If you liked the video, obviously give it a like. If you want to see my next videos, obviously subscribe. Of course, I'm going to be doing a schedule now. I'm going to be uploading on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So yeah, feel free to log in for that. But thanks ever so much for your time. Have a lovely day and stay hydrated.